Welcome to This Explainer. You know, sometimes a case comes along that completely redefines how we look at crime and technology, and, well, this is absolutely one of them. Today, we're unpacking a brutal 2006 mystery that completely baffled human detectives for nearly 2 decades, only to be solved in literally a matter of hours by artificial intelligence. We're going to explore the exact steps, the chilling motives, and the groundbreaking tech that finally brought 2 ghosts to justice. 19. For 19 agonizing years, the killer of a 24-year-old mother and her newborn twins remained completely hidden in plain sight. I mean, think about that. 19 years of dead ends, thousands of miles traveled by exhausted investigators, and a grieving family left with absolutely no answers. It's a staggering number that hangs heavily over this entire case, defining what eventually became one of India's most frustrating cold cases. Section 1. The Anshal Village Murders. Kerala, 2006. What started out as this beautiful story of new life quickly turned into an absolute nightmare. On January 24th, Ranjini gave birth to twins. Just 17 days later, on February 10th, the mother Shanta stepped out for a brief errand to get their birth certificates. But when she returned, she found her daughter and both precious newborns brutally murdered. It was a calculated, completely silent strike. And the local police, they had pretty much nothing to go on. The only clue came from neighbors who happened to spot a mysterious 25-year-old, slim, tall man leaving the area on a bike. But here's the crazy part. When police relayed this exact description to Ranjini's grieving mother, it immediately triggered a chilling memory. She knew exactly who fit that description, and it took the investigation right back to the hospital ward. Section 2, a trail of lies, the fake identity. You see, this whole deception actually started weeks prior, right in the very hospital where the babies were born. A man calling himself Anil Kumar played the role of a worried, expectant father. He bought Shanta tea, gave her advice, even hired a rickshaw for them. But beneath this whole helpful stranger routine, he was a cold stalker. He was meticulously uncovering exactly when Ranjini would be discharged, so he knew precisely when they'd be most vulnerable. So, armed with a composite sketch of this Anil Kumar, the police searched tirelessly. But the real breakthrough didn't actually come from brilliant detective work at first. It came from a local petty shop owner who recognized the stash. This suspect had been hanging around his tea stall and had recently used a nearby ATM. Boom. The police immediately zeroed in on that transaction. And that ATM data completely shattered the killer's illusion. Turns out, the wandering loner Anil Kumar was actually Rajesh, an active army soldier stationed in Pathankot, Punjab. They finally had a real name, which opened up a terrifying new connection. Section 3, the missing husband, a deadly connection. If Pathankot sounds familiar, well, that's because it's the exact same military base where Ranjini's husband, Divil Kumar, was stationed. And around the exact time of the murders, Divil had suddenly gone missing without leave. Through Shanta's agonizing confession to the police, the crucial piece fell into place. Divil and Ranjini were in a secret relationship. When she got pregnant, Divil tried to abandon her. Desperate, the family went to the police, who threatened to mandate a DNA test once the babies were born to force Divil to take responsibility. Section 4, a 19-year cold case. Fugitives on the run. Fearing the truth and obviously the end of his bachelor life, Divil totally panicked. He formed a deadly pact with his fellow soldier Rajesh. After the murders, they just vanished. The CBI immediately issued strict lookout notices at every major corridor, airport, and harbor. They knew the men were somewhere in India. But despite this massive nationwide dragnet, the 2 soldiers disappeared like ghosts right into the shadows. The sheer scale of the search was just overwhelming. Investigators were looking for 2 faces hidden among millions of photos, countless social media profiles, and endless crowds across multiple states. I mean, human detectives can only manually check so many leads, right? As the years ticked by, the manhunt turned into a true needle in a haystack. 19 years passed. They both probably assumed they had gotten away with it for good. Section 5. AI solves the mystery. Technology catches up. Let's be real, human detectives simply can't scan millions of social media posts. But in 2025, artificial intelligence could do it in hours. It took those pixelated 19-year-old military photos of Divil and Rajesh and cross-referenced their facial geometry across the entire internet, automatically accounting for nearly 2 decades of aging. And incredibly, it actually found a match in recent Facebook wedding pictures, allowing investigators to trace their active phone numbers directly to Puducherry. Section 6. The final confession. Arrested in 2025. So after living these completely hidden, double lives with new wives and children for nearly 2 decades, the knock on the door finally came. On January 3rd, 2025, both men were arrested. In police custody, the terrifying truth just spilled out. Divil gave a lot of money to his close friend, Rajesh. It was a calculated hit, purely to avoid a court-ordered DNA test. Rajesh took a leave of absence, stalked the family, waited for shelter time, and executed the murders before catching a bus right out of state. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a provocative thought. We hear so much debate today about facial recognition and digital tracking, right? But considering how this exact code brought 2 horrific murderers to justice after 19 years of human failure, how do you view the immense power of AI? Is scanning the internet's photos a dangerous invasion of our privacy? Or is it our ultimate tool for unearthing the truth and delivering delayed justice? It's a complex question for sure. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this incredible case.